Hello, and welcome to your English Hour. I'm Alex, and I'm really happy you're here with me today. This is your time, your space, your hour to slow down, listen carefully, and let English become a little more natural, a little more comfortable, and a little more yours. In every episode, I speak slowly. I choose simple words, and I give you room to breathe, to think, and to speak along with me. Today, we are going to walk through an entire day together. From the first light of morning until the quiet of night, we will learn how to describe your daily routine in English, not with short, dry answers, but with real sentences, real feelings, and real stories. The kind of English you can use when someone asks, "How was your day?" and you actually want to tell them. So, settle in, make yourself comfortable. And let's begin this hour together. Every day starts with a beginning. For most of us, that beginning is the morning. The world is still soft. The light is gentle, and there is a quiet promise that today can be good. I want to tell you about my morning, not because my morning is special, but because the words I use are words you can use too. The sentences I build are sentences you can build too. So listen first. Then, when you feel ready, speak along with me. I usually wake up around 7 o'clock. Sometimes my eyes open a few minutes before the alarm. I lie there in the quiet and listen to the silence of the house. Other times the alarm surprises me, and I reach over to press the button and steal 5 more minutes of sleep. Those 5 minutes feel like a small gift. When I finally decide to wake up, I stretch my arms above my head. I point my toes toward the end of the bed. I take a long, slow breath in, and I let it out. Then I sit up, swing my legs over the side, and place my feet on the cool floor. I walk to the bathroom and turn on the light. It feels bright at first, but my eyes adjust. I pick up my toothbrush and squeeze a small amount of toothpaste onto it. I brush slowly, carefully, making sure to clean every tooth. I brush for 2 minutes. Sometimes I hum a song to make the time pass. When I finish, I rinse my mouth with water and look at myself in the mirror. My hair is messy. My eyes are still a little sleepy. But I smile, because a new day is waiting. Next, I wash my face. I turn on the cold water and splash it against my skin. The cold is sharp, but it wakes me up. It washes away the last bits of sleep. I pat my face dry with a soft towel and feel fresh, ready, alive. If I have extra time, I take a shower. I turn the water warm, not hot, and step inside. The water runs over my shoulders and down my back. I close my eyes and let the warmth surround me. Sometimes I think about the day ahead. Sometimes I think about nothing at all. I wash my hair with shampoo. I use soap to clean my body. I rinse everything away and stand there for 1 more minute, just enjoying the feeling of being clean and new. After the shower, I dry myself with a large towel. I wrap it around my waist and walk to the bedroom. I open my closet and choose my clothes for the day. If I am staying home, I wear something soft and comfortable, loose pants and a warm sweater. If I am going out, I choose something a little more formal, clean jeans, a nice shirt, maybe a jacket. I dress with care because how I dress affects how I feel. Then I walk to the kitchen. The kitchen is the heart of the morning. It is where the day really begins. I fill the kettle with water and place it on the stove. While the water heats up, I prepare my breakfast. Most mornings, I keep it simple. 2 pieces of toast. I spread butter on one piece and jam on the other. Sometimes I add a boiled egg, sliced in half, with a little salt on top. Sometimes I eat yogurt with fresh fruit, blueberries, strawberries, or banana slices. The colors are beautiful, and the taste is sweet and fresh. When the water boils, I pour it into my cup and add coffee. The smell fills the kitchen. Rich, warm, familiar. I hold the cup in both hands and feel the heat against my palms. I take my first sip and I smile. Coffee in the morning is not just a drink. It is a ritual, a small moment of peace before the world becomes busy. I sit at the table and eat slowly. I do not rush. I chew each bite and taste the flavors. While I eat, I sometimes look out the window. I watch the sky. If it is clear, I see blue and light. If it is cloudy, I see soft grays and whites. Sometimes a bird lands on the tree outside, and I watch it for a moment. These small things make me feel connected to the world. Other mornings, I listen to music while I eat. Soft piano, gentle guitar, or sometimes a podcast like this one. The voice in my ear reminds me that I am not alone, that somewhere, someone else is also waking up, also drinking coffee, also beginning their day. Before I leave the house, I prepare my bag. I check that I have everything I need. My phone, my keys, my wallet, a notebook and a pen because I like to write things down by hand. A water bottle because staying hydrated is important. Sometimes a small snack like a piece of fruit or a handful of nuts in case I get hungry later. I put on my shoes. I tie the laces carefully. I check my reflection one last time in the mirror near the door. Then I take a deep breath, turn the handle, and step outside. The morning air hits my face. It is cool and clean. I hear the sounds of the city waking up. Cars in the distance. Footsteps on the sidewalk. A dog barking somewhere down the street. The world is moving, and now I am moving with it. I walk to the bus stop, or to my car, or sometimes I simply walk. If I walk, I notice the trees. I notice the flowers. I notice the way the light falls on the buildings. I say good morning to a neighbor. I nod at a stranger. These small connections matter. They remind me that I am part of something bigger, and then the morning ends and the afternoon begins. The afternoon is the middle of the day. The sun is high. The energy is different. The morning was soft and slow, but the afternoon is active and full. This is when work happens. When study happens. When life moves forward, I usually arrive at my workplace or my desk at home around 9 in the morning. But the real heart of my work happens in the afternoon. After lunch, I return to my tasks with fresh eyes. The morning was for planning and beginning. The afternoon is for doing and finishing. I sit at my desk and open my laptop. The screen lights up and I see my emails, my calendar, my list of things to do. I take a moment to organize my thoughts. What is most important? What needs my attention first? I make a small plan in my head, or I write it down on a piece of paper. Then I begin. I read emails carefully. Some are short and simple. A quick question, a quick answer. Others are longer, more detailed. I take my time with those. I read them twice to make sure I understand. Then I write my reply. I try to be clear and kind. I use simple words because simple words are often the most powerful. Sometimes I have meetings in the afternoon. I join a video call or I sit in a room with other people. We talk about our projects. We share ideas. We listen to each other. I like meetings when everyone speaks with respect, when people wait for their turn, when the conversation moves like a gentle river, not like a storm. In those meetings, I feel calm and useful. If I work from home, my afternoon looks a little different. I sit at the same desk, but the house is quiet around me. I can hear the refrigerator humming. I can hear a clock ticking on the wall. These sounds become my company. I focus deeply on my work because there are no distractions, no voices, no noise. It is just me and my task and the slow, steady progress of getting things done. Around 2 or 3 o'clock, I feel a small tiredness. My eyes are a little heavy. My shoulders are a little tight. This is normal. The body needs rest, even in the middle of the day. So I stand up. I walk to the kitchen and make a cup of tea. Green tea, usually light and fresh, or sometimes chamomile if I want something softer. While the water boils, I look out the window. I let my mind rest. I do not think about work. I think about the sky, the trees, the people walking on the street below. I imagine their lives. Where are they going? What are their afternoons like? This small daydream gives my brain a break. Then I take my tea back to my desk, or I sit on the sofa for 10 minutes. I sip slowly. I feel the warmth in my chest, and when the cup is empty, I return to my work with new energy. In the late afternoon, I try to finish the most important things on my list. I do not try to do everything. That is impossible. I choose the tasks that matter most, and I give them my full attention. Sometimes I write a report. Sometimes I prepare a presentation. Sometimes I simply organize my files and clean my digital space. Whatever I do, I try to do it well. Before I finish working, I take 5 minutes to review my day. I look at what I accomplished. I cross off the tasks I finished. I move the unfinished ones to tomorrow's list. This small ritual helps me feel complete. It tells my brain that the workday is over and it is time to let go. I close my laptop. I push my chair back from the desk. I roll my shoulders and stretch my neck. Then I stand up and walk away. The afternoon is ending. The evening is waiting, and I am ready to rest. The evening is a gift. It is the soft landing at the end of a long day. The sun begins to lower. The light becomes golden and warm, and the world slows down again, just like it did in the morning. I usually come home around 6 or 7 in the evening. When I open the door, the house greets me with quiet familiarity. I take off my shoes and place them neatly by the door. I hang my bag on its hook. I set my keys in their small dish. These little habits ground me. They tell me that I am home, that I am safe, that the busy part of the day is behind me. I sit down for a few minutes and simply breathe. I do not turn on the television yet. I do not check my phone. I just sit, close my eyes and feel my body relax. The tension of the afternoon slowly melts away. My shoulders drop, my jaw unclenches. I am here, I am present, I am home. Then I think about dinner. Some evenings I feel like cooking. I open the refrigerator and see what I have. Vegetables, rice, chicken, eggs. I choose a few ingredients and begin. I chop onions on a wooden cutting board. I hear the knife against the wood, a rhythmic sound, almost like music. I heat oil in a pan and listen to it sizzle. I add the onions, and the smell fills the kitchen. Sweet, warm, alive. I cook slowly. I do not rush. I stir the pot and watch the colors change. I taste and adjust. A little more salt, a little more pepper. Cooking is creative. It is a way to use my hands and my senses after a day of thinking and typing. When the food is ready, I place it on a plate with care. I make it look nice, even if I am eating alone, because I deserve a beautiful meal. Other evenings, I feel tired, too tired to cook. On those nights, I order food from a restaurant. I choose something simple, soup and bread, a warm bowl of noodles, or maybe a pizza, if I want something comforting. I do not feel guilty about this. Rest is also important, and sometimes letting someone else cook for you is a form of kindness to yourself. I eat dinner at the table. I do not eat in front of a screen. I look at my food. I taste each bite. If I am with family or friends, we talk. We share our days. We laugh about small things. We listen to each other. These conversations are the real nourishment, even more than the food. After dinner, I clean the kitchen. I wash the dishes one by one. I wipe the counters. I put everything back in its place. A clean kitchen at night means a peaceful morning tomorrow. This is a gift I give to my future self. Then the evening becomes mine. I have a few hours before sleep, and I use them gently. Sometimes I read a book. A real book, with paper pages that I can turn with my fingers. I like novels, stories about people and places far away. I like to lose myself in another world for a while. The words carry me, and my imagination builds the scenes. A house by the sea, a city in winter, a conversation between two strangers on a train. Reading is travel without moving. Other evenings, I write in my journal, not long essays, just a few sentences about my day. What happened, how I felt, what I am grateful for. Today I finished a difficult task at work, and I feel proud. The weather was sunny, and I walked in the park during my break. My friend sent me a kind message, and it made me smile. These small notes become a record of my life. They remind me that even ordinary days are full of small blessings. Sometimes I listen to music, soft, calm music that matches the quiet of the evening. Piano, cello, acoustic guitar. I lie on the sofa and let the sound wash over me. I do not think, I just feel. The music speaks where words cannot, or I watch something gentle. A documentary about nature, a film with a happy ending, a video of someone cooking or traveling or simply talking about their day. I choose things that make me feel good, not things that make me feel anxious or sad. The evening is for peace, not for stress. As the night grows deeper, I begin to prepare for sleep. I take a warm shower. The water is softer than the morning shower. It is not for waking up, it is for letting go. I wash away the day. I stand under the water and imagine my worries flowing down the drain, becoming smaller, becoming nothing. I dry myself and put on clean pajamas, soft cotton against my skin. I brush my teeth slowly, carefully, just like in the morning. I floss between each tooth. I rinse with water. I look in the mirror and see a face that is tired but content. Then I climb into bed. I pull the blanket up to my chin. I fluff my pillow and settle my head against it. The room is dark, or maybe there is a small light from the window. The world outside is quiet now. The cars have stopped. The people have gone to sleep. I close my eyes. I take 3 deep breaths, in through my nose, out through my mouth, in, out, And then I think about my day, not with worry, not with planning, just with gentle reflection. I remember the morning coffee, the afternoon work, the evening meal. I think about one thing that made me smile today, and one thing I hope for tomorrow. Then I let go. I let my thoughts become soft and blurry. I let my body become heavy and still. I do not try to sleep. I simply allow sleep to come, and slowly, gently, it does. So that is my day, morning, afternoon, and evening. Simple, ordinary, but full of small moments that matter. And now I want you to think about your day, your own morning, your own afternoon, your own evening, the things you do, the things you feel, the small rituals that make your life yours. Can you describe them in English? Can you put them into words? Start with one small sentence. I wake up at 8. I drink tea. I work at my computer. I cook dinner. I read before bed. Then add another sentence. And another. Build your story piece by piece, just like we did today. Do not worry about mistakes. Do not worry about perfect grammar. The goal is not perfection. The goal is expression. The goal is to take your life, your real life, and give it a voice in English. Because when you can talk about your day, you can talk about anything. Your hopes, your fears, your dreams, your memories. It all begins with the simple, honest description of how you live. So practice this. Come back to this episode again and again. Shadow my words, then replace them with your own. Make this story yours. Make this English yours. This is your English Hour. I am Alex, and I want you to know that every time you listen, every time you repeat, every time you try to speak, you are growing. You are becoming more confident. You are becoming more free. Keep going. Keep speaking. Keep believing that your voice matters. In every language, in every hour of every day. I will be here, waiting for you, in the next episode. Until then, sleep well, speak well, and take good care of yourself. Good night.